You said the perfect date for dinner time is 7. Yeah, I feel like 7 is a good time. I feel like 7 is a good time for a dinner. It's just a lot that it's just a lot that, you know, it's just a lot of blurred lines because if we start to feel like we can't we can't go out to dinner. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't even vibe with somebody or get to know them without them thinking that they automatically entitled to the booty. Like I feel like that's whack. But when it comes and teeters into going for a nightcap, going for the house, I feel like then yeah, you could put those types of expectations on it. But I be feeling like my channel is shadow banned because there is no way YouTube is sending out my notifications, and that really grinds my gears. That really grinds my gears because there's no way that my notifications ain't going out, but YouTube has been playing with the kid and it's not okay. It's not okay. So when y'all here, make sure y'all liking the videos and stuff like that. I just put the link in the chat. 7 is a great time, especially if you aren't serious yet. Yeah, I feel like that's a good time. Let me matter of fact, let me pull up the clip where I seen it. Oop, not me hitting the printer. I tried to go back to Tommy Sotomayor page to see if he had any updates and if he said anything else. And it says that the link don't work no more. So I don't know if Tommy Sotomayor blocked me or if he don't got his Instagram page. Child, y'all be wanting attention, child. Y'all be wanting some attention. Let's talk. Talk to me, baby. You want attention, baby? Talk to me, boo. You want some attention? You want some attention? Cause there was a girl that had commented in my last video that clearly wanted some attention. And if you want some attention and you want, to talk to me and you've been feeling neglected because I haven't been posting as much and you need, some type of attention, talk to me, baby. What's on your mind? Because some of y'all be wanting attention. Y'all be wanting attention. I'm glad you got your notification, Wiley, but a lot of people don't be getting their notifications. A lot of people don't be getting their notifications. I wish they got their notifications like you got it. I'm glad you here. What y'all think about Bob Saget, where it says that he had blunt force trauma to the head? Like, what is going on? Oh, here it go right here.
If you go out after 5 p.m. with a man, sex should be on the menu. If you
Okay. He said 5 p.m. 5. That's pretty early. People ain't even off of work at 5 p.m. They not even at work at they not even off work at 5 p.m. Like I feel like that's just ridiculous. 5 p.m. is totally ridiculous. Wiley, you said you agree with Kevin with that? Click the link, Wiley, cuz why? Why do you agree with that? That is absolutely positively cray cray. We're not talking about 1 a.m., 11 p.m., 12 p.m. We talk about 5 p.m. I can't meet up with a man at 5 p.m. in the daytime without him thinking that he got exclusive rights to the box. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. Meditation, riding waves, you got to turn it off in the back. You got to turn it off in the back. Y'all still in the chat.
Feel about Biden approving free crack pipes?
What?
I said, how do y'all feel about Biden approving crap pipes.
I don't know. I feel like I want to know what your thoughts about it is.
See, I didn't vote this election. I was kind of PO'd. Yeah, PO. That's what I'm gonna use about Barack Obama going on the Breakfast Club and saying that he didn't owe black people nothing about a what, month ago, a year ago, something like that. So I'm like, he could have implemented a lot of things, and really don't understand his position on that. And for Biden to be doing this, I just didn't agree with it at all. I mean, I understand we wanted to get Trump out of office, but no, he's a Republican in disguise.
Your audio sounds muffled. Are you like in a bathroom or something?
No, hold on. Let me switch it off. Hold on.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Much better. Much better.
Okay. So yeah, I didn't really like to begin off with, I didn't really like the fact that Barack Obama went on the Breakfast Club and said that he really couldn't do nothing to help black people. Um and it leads up to this point that I'm making about these crap pipes that Biden is pushing. Because this is the same reason I voted for Barack twice. Now I was
Mhm.
young, 18 when I first voted. Um and he was my first he was my first vote. But him pushing this, that I just want to get everybody's talking about it right now. What how do you feel about it?
I have feel no ways about politics at the moment. I just would like if you felt some way, I would listen to you, but I feel no ways to discuss politics at the moment.
Oh, okay. All right. That's all right. That's all right. That's all right. All right. All right. I'm gonna leave you alone. I'm gonna listen in. I'm still listening in, but I'm gonna leave you alone for the night.
Okay.
All right. You have a good one.
All right. All right. So back to the topic. So he said that, after 5 p.m. is when you should expect some hanky panky if you are out on a date.
If you go out after 5 p.m. with a man, sex should be on the menu. If you want to keep it strictly platonic, date between the hours of 12 and 3.
Okay, wait. Yes, Walla Chat.
I 100% agree. I think that after 5 o'clock, that's rush hour. Some people getting off work, and you gotta, it is what it is. I agree with him on that.
So a
Because
lot
after you
of
get through
people are not
eating,
even a lot of people are not even off of work at that time.
well, what if you work overnights? If you work overnights, then yeah, I can understand. But no, if you're going out to dinner and you talking to something, women y'all like to talk. So again,
He said that you should go at 12 to 3. That's not even dinner, that's lunch.
well, you should. That's more like then sex won't be on the menu if that's the case. It's lunchtime. But after 5 o'clock, I agree. I agree. If you're going around that time, you got to know what it is, especially if you're going out to dinner or to the movies or whatever, and then it's getting like
I
7 or
feel
8
like
o'clock.
if a man expects the hanky panky at 5, he expect the hanky panky at 3.
You think so?
Absolutely.
Okay. I understand. But no, I agree. I agree with Kevin
'Cause
Summers
what's
on.
the difference that hour is gonna make? Like, it's still daylight. It's still, a very sunny day. It's not even nightcap at 5 p.m. Like, even if you go at 5 and you stay there for an hour, it's still not even nightcap time. So I feel like what's the difference between 3 and 5? Like, if you had intentions on wanting the booty, you had intentions on wanting the booty. And if you want to pay for the box, then he better go on to Figueroa where they selling it at. They better go to Figueroa or to hit up one of the OnlyFans girls because those girls is making these arrangements. If you want to pay for it.
I'm just sitting here reading these comments. They is just dragging me in these comments. These people are ruthless. Uh, but no, I do appreciate the culture that Kevin Samuels have, the idea for men, because a lot of men don't get a lot of respect on YouTube. So for that, a lot of men were agreeing with him. They were saying in the chat, they was on the chat about, Kevin Samuels telling the truth. So you have to give him credit on that.
These is a lot of men who don't get they don't have swag and they don't have women who naturally
Facts.
want to sleep with them. Like whenever I'm talking to a man, I if I'm talking to you, I'm into you. I know if I want to give you the kitty or not. So these are men who have to pay their money out and they're not getting the results that they want because girls are not liking them for them. When you have your natural swag and you have your natural conversation, a woman is going to want to give it to you regardless. Like, so if you feel obligated to it like that, like, oh, if I spend $20 at Chili's, then she got to give me the box or else I lost out. Then you didn't engage the situation properly before because you should have known already what the time was.
If
Right.
I buy you a 4 for 4, I definitely got to smash
A
because
four for four, Wally.
I'm joking. I'm joking, but go ahead. I'm sorry.
Y'all may need y'all some dogs or something. I don't know what to say about what y'all want. You know what? It's the hypocrisy for me. So this what I was having a conversation about in the chat. So y'all don't want a woman with a high body count. She can't be a thought. She can't be out there in the street, but she also have to give it up to you by the third date. Or if you go on the date after 5, she got to give it up. Please, y'all pick a side. Like which one do y'all want? Do y'all
It,
want women to give it up or not give it up?
exactly. That definitely points were made at that point because it's like you don't want a thought, but you want me to be busting it open immediately. You made some good points. Who was that? C. Marie?
Yes, ma'am.
I mean, points were made. Points were definitely made. Let's hear one of let me hear what Bearded King got to say cuz he's be listening to these men's in the red pill thinking they say some stuff that's good and it don't be. Bearded King,
What's up, Nate?
what's up?
Um,
You got to speak
I
up.
just can you hear me?
Yeah, go ahead.
Like, what was the topic? I just tuned in.
Boy, Barbara, I should have talked to Barbara. Go ahead, Barbara.
Hi, sweetheart.
Hi, how you doing?
Where's the love? I just hope that the beautiful young generation that's listening just keep their body to as a temple, because that Kevin Samuels is very, very insulting. You understand? If you go out there and you make a mistake and you choose life, you're supposed to be this demeaned woman. You're supposed to be no more good. Shawnee O'Neal, I'm so glad she didn't feel like that. He's just too demeaning for me.
You said Shawnee O'Neal. How's
Well,
she in it?
Shawnee O'Neal had a baby before she met Shaq O'Neal. You understand? And she still got her $1 billion man. You understand? He just like the way he insults single mothers to me is demeaning, because let me give you an example. There's a woman in college, she has a sexual affair. Something happens with this woman because we don't want to talk about, that's, YouTube don't like you to say those words. So something happens, she make a bad choice, but she winds up, she's still single. She don't have no luggage. She don't have no children, but something happened, but she don't have no children. Now got another woman. Something happened. She chose to have her child, and then she still completes college. He demeans this woman. You understand? And this other woman, just as she got rid of that problem, if she get married to a man and he has a problem, she'll get rid of him too. And maybe this woman that know how to nourish and love, if her marriage have a man, she'll know how to love. So I don't like his concept. I don't like his value, his the way he talks. He's a swindler to me. Allegedly,
Not,
this is
not
my
the
opinion.
swindler.
Yeah, he's a swindler. He's a swindler. He's a
Did you
swindler.
watch the Tinder Swindler?
Well, no, I just, because I wanted to possibly debate this thing, I just listened to like very little of his stuff because I really couldn't stand it. It just was making me sick. Versus this, he makes a statement that he was a stepdad, right? So therefore, you was a mother, right? Doing a little effing. So you was an MFer as far as I'm concerned, because now you're not with this woman no more. So you was a mother effer. That's all you did with this woman. Talking about at one time he was interviewing a woman and a child came out at 11:30 at night. What's the child doing up? What's the child doing up this time of night? What's the child doing up this time of night? Well, that child is out of order. The woman was like, well, there's no school, we're on vacation. Some say, oh no, I was a stepdad. That wouldn't be in my house. Child, thank God. Women don't make that man like that a stepdad to your child and traumatize your child. Could you imagine something like that making you go to bed?
Who you talking about, Miss Barbara?
I'm
She
talking
talking
about
about Kevin.
KS, Mr. KS, Mrs. KS, Mrs.
Oh, girl, he barely a father. How you gonna be a stepfather?
I mean, he's a good man. Like, we got to be clear. He's a very good man. He's providing a lot of jobs for a lot of people. Look,
Who is that talking? Wally?
look what he's doing with Future. Like, he's doing amazing things, and I think like a lot of women are just jealous because they can't be with a man like Kevin Samuels, and they just have to degrade him.
No,
But
he didn't.
Get out of
he's doing
here.
a lot of
Well,
he's
if he
doing a
wanna
No,
lot of
you didn't.
he's
if
doing
he
a
wanna
lot
do
of
something
amazing
for
things.
Woo, Wiley trying to shake the table on
He
purpose.
is. He is.
Wiley be over on his page, and when I be looking at some of the videos, I'm like, there ain't no way Wiley even believe this stuff. He is just
He
trolling.
don't. He don't.
I'm like, he is trolling, child. He is
Cause look, Neat. So I watch his show all the time. Next time I'm on his show, I'm gonna bring this conversation up. I'm gonna be like, Wally, remember when you said KS? Man, that woman gonna eat him alive in his own comment section. Don't do that.
No, he's doing amazing. I just like look at the career moves. He's making boss moves, and women need to respect that. They need to respect that, and he's a very very intelligent man, by the way, very powerful, and he touched a lot of men. Like, a lot of men are expecting, like, man, this man is speaking for us. Typically YouTube are run by women. Some of them are bitter. Some of the women that run these, they're very bitter and very problematic. But Kevin Samuels give you that light, like, you don't have to be problematic, you don't have to be bitter, and I'm just giving you the
Oh boy,
facts.
shut up, Wally. Somebody throw tomatoes immediately.
tomato, tomato, tomato.
Please, please. Because, honey, what I see, like Miss Knight here, I see women being beautiful queens and knowing what they talking about. Okay, in charge. I see bosses.
I heard
So
that.
talk to Wally. You could step off with that.
All right, we gonna go to Ray.
Hi, I just want to
Okay.
say, speaking on Kevin, I feel like he's a clown, with some of the things he say, and maybe some people might disagree, but we really got to stop listening to certain things that some men like him say, and Derek Jackson or whatever his name was, because these men really just be saying BS sometimes, or they say stuff that they think makes sense, but it doesn't. Realistically, saying that someone should not go out with a man after 5 o'clock, it just sounds crazy. Like, you can't go have a good time without someone just expecting you to give it up. And don't ever expect something from me unless I make it clear to you that's what you're going to get from me. Like, unless I just straight up let you know, then you're not getting nothing from me. So don't expect if you take me out to dinner at 7 o'clock, then I'm going to give you something. But also, don't be out here dating people or going out with people just for a free meal, because that's sometimes what they expect. If I'm saying that right, sometimes people just go out to get a free meal from a man, and that puts them in like a bad
Wow.
place, and that's where they get to thinking that they feel like that they're obligated to your body, and you're never obligated to anything that someone does not give you. I got a little puppy in the background, so sorry if y'all hear the little noise, but I say that to say, going out after 5 o'clock, I could see maybe 9 or 10, but, and like you said, going back to someone's hotel room or house, because that's giving it's not giving signals, but at the same time, they're just kind of going to feel like, well, maybe, she want to give it up, and if you get a few drinks, then they just gonna get to touchy feely and stuff like that. So I say, it doesn't matter what time you go out with the man. If you don't make it clear that that's what you're gonna give him, or that's what he should expect out of you, then it's a no. Like, it's an absolute no. And maybe some people do like Kevin, and I'm not saying that I do or don't, because I really don't listen to him, but I just really think it's crazy that a man says, don't go out with someone after 5 o'clock without expecting to, get it on. But that's crazy to me, because you realistically cannot. The sun's still out. The sun is literally still out at 5 o'clock. So I think
All
that's
right.
crazy.
Can I say something?
All right, wait. I want to ask Wiley something. Wiley, they didn't sent in a donation and said you should be applying at the police department. Why they say that? Thank you
Oh,
for the donation,
oh
by the way.
no. I was thinking about being a police officer. I was just talking with my subscribers, but I want to say this though: if I give you a free meal, I'm expecting to get something from the deal. I mean, I'm not giving free meals just for nothing. Like if a
I
man
mean, you're
is,
getting conversation, and that's
I
that. But
mean,
that's
I want
some
more
men's
than conversation.
problem.
If I want a conversation, I could just watch Oprah or something like that
So
or watch
Wally,
TV.
why don't y'all just utilize sex workers then? You just pay them, they do their job, and they
But you
go
should
home.
already know what the deal is. If a man asks you out on a date and y'all eat food or whatever and drinks it and whatever, you know what I'm saying? What do you expect? You expect to get something out of the deal.
I
I don't
expect
know.
to go out and have a good time with somebody I'm trying to
Period.
get
And
to
that's
know.
it.
That's
Don't
it.
expect more.
No. Y'all saying that now. If a man take you out and it's a vibe, you should be expecting something out, I'm just
Again,
saying.
if that's what men want, just go get a prostitute. It'll save you so much trouble and heartache and pain and headache. Just go
Can
get you a
I at
sex
least feel
worker.
you out first? If I even like you, if I even see a print or something, I can't tell on the first date if I'm gonna like you or not. Like, I just feel like that's too soon. And some women really do, go out with men just to get a free meal, and then they feel like that they have to give something in return. But that's where we have to change things and stop listening to certain, like influencers and stuff like that, feeling like, oh, you got to get this type of man, the breadwinner or the money maker, because that's the man that kind of expects stuff like that. And those is the men that just leave you to get pregnant. Future, for example, have 5, 6, 7, 8 baby mamas, and just you fuck around, get pregnant. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me wash my mouth. You mess around and get pregnant on the first night, dealing with,
Right.
just by him looking at you. So I think that that's crazy to sit here and say that if you take me out on a date, and especially for a 4 for 4 with your cheap ass. No.
Right.
So what about McDonald's? What about McDonald's if you want to do 4
Listen,
for
I
4?
feel like you're saying clown stuff. Like, that's a real
Right.
clown move. At least take somebody to Roof Chris. Like, put in the effort. Because realistically,
He
the
trolling.
type of woman that I am, and me being able to afford my own meals, I'm not going out with no man just for a free meal. Because I can buy my $50 steak dinner myself. But at least spend a little money. Because what, a little $10 meal ain't gonna do nothing. That's barely gas. Come on now.
I don't know who talking. I think it's Ray, right?
Yeah, that's
But
me.
so what men don't even understand, women, we already know whether we want to have sex with you or not. You don't even have to buy us anything. If that's what we want to do, we're gonna do it.
Because I'm
So you could
attracted
buy
to
me a
you.
$1,000 meal. If I don't want to have sex with you, I'm not having sex with you. Period.
And I don't, and I'm not going to, if I don't even feel like I'm attracted to you, I'm not going to go out with you just because I feel like that's not fair. And some women really do that, to get whatever they can from a man. But when you do that and you put yourself in those situations, sometimes it puts you in harm's way, basically. And I'm not saying that it's okay for whatever a man to do, because that's not okay at all. But some man, for him to, feel like he spent $1,000 on you. Oh yeah, I need something right now. I need something right now before you leave out my house. And then it just goes left. So men gotta stop expecting stuff, but also we gotta watch the type of um what is it, the type of stuff that we out here putting to young girls, because I am only
Right.
26, but there are younger girls out here that are listening, to stuff like this, and to influencers and clowns like who's saying if I take you to McDonald's, I'm gonna get something. there are young girls out here who listen to this stuff and who are growing up, and they're gonna feel like, well, if he bought me this purse and he did this and this, I gotta give him something. And I feel like maybe you shouldn't accept something if you don't feel like you care too much for that person, or want
Right.
something, like, or you feel like you can't give them something in return, which is your love, but we gotta watch what we out here portray to these young kids, but also what
Yeah,
we're doing
we
to
gotta watch.
ourselves.
I mean, I understand that part, but we do have to set these children up with realistic expectations when they go out in the real world as well. I think that
True.
if we are women who are talking to these men and things like that, we also have to stop just using men for a meal, like, having
Exactly.
for the meal or this or that. If you're not interested in the guy, then you shouldn't let him do certain things for you. Not saying that you have to give him the box, but I'm just saying I do see sometimes too women just feeling like, oh girl, I'm about to get, what I could get out of him. But
And
You
then,
leave
shouldn't
them.
lead nobody
Yes.
on.
know,
You
Yes. And that's
shouldn't
what I
Right,
lead
said.
right.
Don't
anyone
do
on.
that. Don't lead no one on, especially if you know you have no, like, you have ill intentions. You don't want to give him, you don't want to give him a kiss, a hug, just anything in general. If you don't have no type of attraction, or you feel like you have no connection, you're automatically setting your mind, I'm gonna let him fly me out to LA and he's gonna take me to all the stores, he's gonna take me to dinner, but I'm not
Oh,
giving him nothing. Like, when you just can't be doing stuff to, like, certain things like that to people, because it's bad. Like, you're literally just leading someone on to get, like, you're basically a user, and I'm not a user, but yeah.
yeah, I
But
feel like we have to start having more discernment when it comes to dates. I don't go on a lot of dates because I don't got
that's
time.
right.
I
That's
just buy my own food because I don't
Right.
have time
right.
for
period.
I don't
Can
have
you
time
fly
for
me out?
no, never.
Right.
I'm
Don't
I'm
nobody want
real.
your cheap meals.
I'm just real old school. I was brought up, it sounds crazy that I you can't pick me up, take me out to eat, and then afterward we go to a movie. That just and then we get to know each other slowly. It just
I
sounds
feel like
crazy.
But ain't nobody got time for all
I
that
feel
though.
like
Well,
I feel
then if you don't
like
have time for that, why? How
You
if you
shouldn't
don't
even
have
be
time for
dating.
that,
Taking it
then how are you
slow,
gonna ever
like
gonna get it?
this is
What?
a
Well, then how are
fast
you gonna
Hey,
ever
if
get
pace.
a
you want to
girlfriend
take
or a
it
This is a fast
slow,
boyfriend
pace.
if you
or?
want to take it slow, talk on the phone.
So,
Stay
Right.
Diamond, if
home.
you have a daughter, are you
That's
going to tell
fine. I'm
your
gonna do all
daughter?
that. That's the problem. People don't want to talk on the
You want
phone. They don't want to date. They just want to
don't
text. They
They
don't
don't
want to
want to
yeah,
do
get to
like
know
know
like
you,
you.
if
but
you
they want
Yeah,
to
going on a
get
you
to
want
date,
to.
you.
Wally,
if
do
you
you tell
going
your
on a date,
daughters and your sisters, like, hey, so you going out with this guy? He taking you to McDonald's. Make sure you give him something at the end of the night. Are you gonna tell your daughters that?
Well, listen, listen,
they
listen,
not
listen,
going to McDonald's. Come
listen.
on now.
Listen, it's a nice steak dinner. I'll say, listen, if a man taking you out, just know he expecting a cookie. If you're not willing to give him the cookie, don't go out with him.
That
Just
is
give him
Stay
the
home.
cookie.
crazy. That's
That is
crazy.
If you not
crazy.
That's
giving no, if you
absurd.
not dropping no
This
pennies, stay your ass home.
and see, it's
Period.
guys
I
like
agree.
That's
y'all that
exactly why
Stay
make it.
guys
home.
cannot get
It's
married.
Talk
guys
on the
like
It's
it's
just
phone,
like that.
text, Instagram.
that is
That's what it is.
crazy. So
You a
how can I get to
clown.
know you? Yeah,
You
y'all.
a whole clown that
Stay
belongs in a
home.
circus. You a freaking
Yeah,
Stay
clown.
they don't.
home, baby girl. I'm saying that's what Kevin was saying. I'm not saying I agree with
No,
it, but
that's
that's
what
his
you
point.
right.
saying with
You're
your
You're
soft
co-signing
toy
his
But you're
saying on
promote. But you're
McDonald's
crazy.
shit.
promoting.
That's what his point is. I'm just saying that's his point. He basically saying to the girls that want to take it slow, stay home, and the girls that want to drop them panties, that you know what I'm saying, that's who
So
need to go
then,
on the
how
date.
do
So
y'all
are you
men
speaking of a
find y'all
prostitute?
wifeys
That is
then?
horrible
Are you speaking
advice.
of a prostitute?
Yeah, because what I'm
No,
trying to
we
figure out then,
don't.
how would you find
Nobody
your
really wants
wifey?
a prostitute.
How can you
Are you
find your
speaking of a
But
wifey?
that
price?
sound like what you like.
But
But
how
what's
can you
If you
find your
going on a
wifey?
date,
If your
listen,
wife
listen,
is doing
listen.
something, if your girlfriend is doing
If
something, that's out of
But
love. That's out
but
of
how can you
right,
respect.
find your wifey if you
If
don't
you
want to
don't
get to
have a
take the
wife
time to
or a
get to know her?
girlfriend, you don't have
how I'm gonna
a
find a wife
you
if she
find
don't
a
drop the
price.
panties?
You build
Just
up
do
to
some
that.
Are
Come
you
on,
scenarios.
speaking of a
Yeah, it's
prostitute?
like
something wrong.
seriously,
Yeah, and
seriously.
you probably real. You've been single for a long time, ain't you? Or you've been
He's
If you
tricking
speaking of a
off,
don't,
prostitute. I'm not
or you've been
no,
understanding.
tricking
no,
off for
listen.
years, or you've been tricking off for years.
All
One or
jokes
the other.
If
aside,
you
it's
if you don't
He
sad
like a
to
thought he
hear
a
that
pussy,
trick.
somebody's dating. Like, it's sad that this
Yeah,
is a
it
real
sounds like
man
a
out here
trick.
that got these thoughts. Like, all jokes aside, like, it's
Right,
sad.
grown men at that.
A
I mean,
grown ass man,
right. I
literally.
don't understand. What is he talking about?
And
Listen, I'm just
then you
saying.
call women bees and
I'm
hoes
just
because they don't wanna do this. What you
What
talking
can
about?
you
That
say
don't make
next
sense.
caller?
listen.
Yeah.
I'm just explaining what Kevin was saying.
No,
Fuck
Um,
Kevin.
you're
Fuck
promoting
Kevin.
what he's
What are
saying.
I'm
You're
you
not
promoting
saying?
it.
promoting. I'm
What
not
are you
saying that I
saying?
agree
Stop
with
speaking
it.
for him. What are you
You're
saying?
promoting it though. You're
You
promoting it.
With
don't give
me,
a fuck what he's saying, but you saying what
if
you are saying
if
exactly
But
it's
what
what
he's
you saying? What
saying.
you saying?
All
Please don't
right.
curse.
Y'all getting too triggered now. Come on now. Um,
We just want to know, what are you saying? We don't want to hear
Yeah,
what
that
Kevin's
part.
saying, but what are you
me,
saying?
I might
Not what
go
Kevin's
on
saying.
2 dates. 2 dates. But by the third date, you ain't trying to drop no puss.
oop,
You
Ooh, not
gotta
no
all
B
go.
right.
word.
Yeah.
Why
What are
do
you?
you have
All
to
right.
take an
See,
elaborate first date? Like, why can't it be coffee or like a breakfast date to get to know somebody first?
What
So
happened
right,
to waiting
Kevin,
90 days?
Kevin, Logic. What do you have to offer?
all
Two
right.
after 2 dates,
Let
she
me.
probably showing you something. What do you have to offer?
Well, he's gone because too many curse words and too much words. I'm just dropping people. No cursing, no cursing, no extra stuff. We can have this conversation, and some of the stuff may be annoying for them to say, but we need to control our emotions. I don't feel like all that right now. Okay, I'm just chilling. I'm just hanging out.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
was
I
Um,
extra
feel you,
hardcore,
but
didn't he?
Neat, but time is limited. We don't have all this time to be talking about dates and dates. This is not the 1960s. This is 2022. Everything is fast paced. You got to get
How
with the
many kids do
program.
you have?
And I don't have any kids, thank God. But
What's your
but but
sexuality?
I like both. But my
Lord.
thing is, I like both. It is what it is. And typically, I don't deal with a lot of women because y'all get it, y'all feel like, oh, I don't want to do this.
So that's
Some of these
different
responsible
though. That's
So
a
dates.
you
different.
lean
But
to another
for
sexuality
me
more for
personally,
than
for me
us.
for me personally, a lot of women do all this talking, but y'all having all these babies and y'all at the food stamp office. So let's not act like
Ooh, no,
y'all
Hold
we
want to
up.
get out
Hold
there
didn't.
and y'all
up.
You
doing all this
Hold
stuff.
deflecting.
up.
You deflecting. That has
Okay, you
nothing to do with
trolling,
your
And
sir.
I
sexuality
just see
and
if
what you
you
prefer. That
You
has
trolling.
absolutely
it's both.
nothing to
It's
what you
whatever.
prefer.
Yeah,
It's
Wiley, you
whatever.
starting to sound like an incel, man.
It's whatever. But what I'm saying
Wiley
is,
trying to trigger.
no,
Wiley
I'm
trying to
not.
trigger.
I'm not trying to trigger, but
Don't let Wiley trigger
I
y'all,
look
child.
at I look at the
Nah, because
statistics.
Wiley's a comedian.
I look at the
Oh
statistics
no.
at the black women that having
He don't even
babies
know
Now we
the
want to
out
talk
of
about
wedlock.
black women.
They
stipulation.
get on the
Here we
internet.
go.
Please
Here we
not
go.
go
You
to
have to
these
make an
They get on the
income.
statistics.
internet. They act like they
You
so
have to be a
prideful.
strong
I will
black
never do
woman
this.
to make an income for food stamps, for
Hey,
Section 8.
hey, all
Yeah.
right, one at a time, one at a time. All right, Wiley spoke. Um, we're gonna reset the room. Somebody got a lot of background noise going with
Yeah.
them. Who is this? Who is this? B, I think that's you with the echo. Okay, we haven't heard from Alexis 2000. Go ahead, Alexis.
Yeah, I just feel like Wiley is out of line completely. And anyone who's co-signing this Kevin Samuels BS, it's just they're out of line as well. Because we have to realize that he says a lot of things just to get views. He's making money by having these controversial topics. Because in reality, who's really gonna say that if you go on a date after 5 o'clock, that's automatically sex? Like that's crazy. And then, like you said, the body count matters. So for Wiley to go up there talking, he's sleeping with men. It doesn't matter. Men could have 200, 300 bodies and they still feel like they could get somebody with one or two bodies or they expect to have a virgin. So that's really all I have to say.
Right.
All right, let's go to Nija. Did Nija speak already?
Hey, no, I was just saying that Wiley was trolling. And I was saying, like, why do they have to have elaborate first dates? Like, why can't it be where you meet somebody for coffee or have breakfast to even get a idea if you like them or not?
Right, right.
And then you can go on a date. But I mean, the expectation that if we going out after 5, I'm supposed to have sex with you, like, that's insane. That's insane. I mean, even when you go to the club and somebody buy you a drink, they following you around like you owe them something. It's
Right.
crazy.
Yeah, they be spending $10 on a drink thinking that
On a drink and think you owe them all
they
their attention all
own
night.
they own you for the rest of the night, eyeballing you.
Well, why accept the drink though? I don't understand. Like typical women,
It's a
y'all accept the drink.
drink. It's a
Why
It's a
y'all
drink. A
accept
drink,
the
drink does
Wiley.
not
drink?
mean
Who
sex.
Y'all
passes
acting
up
like
free stuff? Nobody
y'all don't know
passes
the
up free
man.
stuff.
Y'all acting like y'all don't know the man motive. Like I don't want to. I just don't
I
understand that.
think
If you
the
could,
drink is part of flirting. I
if
think
if
someone
I
buying me a
give
drink in
you
the club is part of flirting.
if
It
I give
doesn't mean
you
that we're gonna
a
have
cup of
sex.
orange juice, you know what I'm saying? You got to be down with the program. And if you're not down with the program,
A
I
cup
don't know
of
what to tell
orange
you.
juice.
Okay,
A cup
Wally.
of
So if
orange
I
juice.
walked up to you and I was like, Wally, I got this fly polo shirt I want to give to you because I want to flirt with you, are you gonna be like, no, I don't want your shirt because I'm not interested? No, you're gonna take the shirt because it's free,
But
right?
Yeah,
may I
I would.
ask one question to Wiley? Wiley, okay, you think you gonna smash me after 5 o'clock? You don't want to get to know me or nothing. But then if that does happen and we smash and then 2 days later you start getting bumps all on your dick. I mean, sorry for cussing. Since you didn't take the time to get out to
No,
know me, how
no.
would you feel? Because you didn't take the time out to get to know me. I'm telling you, those are the risks and chances you take not to getting to know a person. People have to think about all of that type of stuff. That's how people get diseases and all type of stuff like that. That's how you can wake up and get mono or
Well, me
anything.
personally, I don't live in fear. I don't. That's fear. That's fear talk. I
Ooh.
don't live in fear. I just live. I just live life.
No, that's being
So
completely
Wiley, you gonna
oblivious
get
to
the
the
gift
gifts
That,
that
that keeps
exist
no,
on
in this
that's me.
giving.
world.
I
That's
live life. I don't live in
that's
fear.
me
All that.
loving myself enough to know that I need to take care of
Yeah, you need to
myself.
love yourself, Wally.
Yeah, I love
Enough to
myself. I love myself dearly. I don't deal with women that's gonna give me any bumps. I have
how do
How
never
do
you
you
dealt with
know
know
if
many
though?
how
men
What
How
do
do you
about
you
the
that got
know?
no.
men
But
though?
I
What
can just
about the
tell.
men?
I can tell in my spirit. I
You
can
can
just tell.
tell?
I have a yearning in my spirit. I can
First of
tell.
all, it don't got no look to it. You can't look at a
Right.
person could be as beautiful as they want to be and have a beautiful aura, but have a green mucusy puss. So you cannot tell by just looking at somebody. So you definitely should have discernment when you are dealing with people because it's crazy out here. Let's rotate to some new people. Chicago reacts. What's your thoughts?
About that 5 o'clock thing. That ain't no real man gonna say nothing like that. I don't know. I just it's beautiful. I
Thank
don't
you.
know. It's wild. I ain't saying dude not no real nigga. I'm just mean no real guy. None. I'm just saying no real nigga. Ain't no real guy gonna say after 5 o'clock. You know what I'm saying? Like after 10 or 11 or something like that. But not no 5. 5 o'clock is still light outside.
So you feel like that was joke behavior. So what do you feel the expectations in going on a date should be?
Um. Well, I don't date, so I don't really know. I don't
You don't.
date. I just jump into a relationship. I don't date.
So if you
I
like a
don't.
girl, you
How does
just
that work?
see her. That
That
just it just goes.
you just telling you my girl and that's it. Like I don't be dating. After marriage, man, I was married 15 years. I ain't dating no more.
Okay. Yeah, I understand that.
No more dating for me. I'm out of there.
So you just putting claim, you just staking claim on women.
Facts. That's
Are
You
probably
know,
why I'm single now.
you know what's crazy? My grandmother the same way after she got divorced. She literally just jumped into marriages. Like I'll meet this man, and then like 2 weeks later they be married. I'm like, what's going on? She's like, I ain't got time to be out here dating. We just gonna get married. Like, okay, some people roll like that, I guess.
so
Yeah, I don't know about married.
when the last time that worked for you by saying you my girl and that's it? When the last time did that work?
2 years ago, but we broke up now though.
So
Mm.
2 years ago you just seen a girl, you told her you my girl and that's
No,
it.
it didn't go like that. We went to the gym. We went to the gym and we worked out and it was it. Next day, like not next week after work, we just went to Vegas.
And what happened in Vegas?
Oh, nothing. I'm just saying we went to Vegas like she was mine. I don't play that dating thing. I don't do the dating thing. I don't date.
So how long were y'all together after that?
2 years. We broke up now. We still live together, but we good friend. I mean, we ain't good friend. We on bad terms right now. But 2 years, last 2 years.
So she still stay with you, you pay the bills?
No, we still together.
Y'all y'all split the bills?
Yes.
So y'all just two homosexuals living together, huh?
No, we just human beings. She got her thing going, I got mine going. It is what it is.
I can
Well,
dig it.
how long y'all been broken up?
Since August, but we were still,
Which one of y'all need a place to stay?
Right, right.
now one, now one. I definitely don't.
Since August, who house is who? Who house is it? And
We
who need a
we
place to
moved
stay? Because
we
somebody
moved
need a place to stay.
we moved to a real bad neighborhood that I ain't want to come to. I ain't gonna say bad, but I'm just saying like we moved to a place, but we still mess around a little bit.
Y'all in Inglewood.
Moreno Valley.
Uh,
Yeah, who need a place to stay? Because I don't understand y'all living together like that.
Nobody, nobody.
So why would you live with your ex? That don't even make sense.
I mean,
I
is rent
still, I
cheaper?
still,
Is
I
that
still be
why?
taking it down. Nah, I think we put like 25 here.
So y'all could basically split it and lower the cost to live in.
Yeah,
But you could do that with a friend or a family member.
I still take it down sometimes though. You not understand what I'm saying? I still take it down. I still care about. You know what I'm saying?
Somebody in
Oh,
the
so you
comments said
getting
you in a
something else
bad
out of it.
neighborhood and still can't afford the rent.
Of course, I'm getting something out of it.
Okay.
Of
All
All
course,
right.
right,
I'm.
my brother.
Let's go to court. Court. Are you there, Court?
Hello?
Yes.
Hello?
Yes. Are you there?
Yes, I don't think going on a date after 5 o'clock is that doesn't mean you have to have sex with anybody. I don't even know where that even how somebody could even think of that because if somebody works a job, they're likely working until 5 or after 5. So going on a date before 5 o'clock is only practical if you're not working. Um, because
Right.
my job, I don't get off until like 6:30, sometimes later.
I'm
So
gonna
I've been
pause
on.
you real quick because somebody asked a good question that I need to ask real quick. Sorry. Um, um, Timotheus says, "Where is a bad area in Mobile?" I'd like to know this too. What area is bad in Mobile?
I don't know. I don't know nothing out here. I don't know nothing out here. I just said that. I don't know. I don't know. I sell from Marina Beach Drive. I don't know. I don't know. I
You
don't
not in
know.
Edgemont?
No, I live like 2 or 3 minutes from Kaiser.
No. Okay.
I was just talking. I don't know. I was just talking.
All
Pay me
right.
no never mind.
Go ahead, Court.
Yeah, so yeah, I don't think there should be any stipulations on a date or a sex rather. Like if I'm going out with you, the vibe is right, then it goes from there. Like how do you put rules on when somebody's gonna have sex with you? That it just doesn't make sense. I've never had a man say that to me. I've lived in 3 different states. I've dated quite a few men. No one's ever said, "Oh, if we're gonna date after 5 o'clock, I'm having sex with you." Like if you have to say that, then like you obviously don't get women often, so you're trying to set it up so you
Right.
can get something from women. I don't even know how someone could even think of that, much less say it to a woman.
I just don't understand. If they truly feel that way, then what's up with calling females H's and B words and worrying about their body count if a woman is expected to sleep with every man she go on a
Oh,
date
here
with?
we go. Here we
Because
go
you're
with the
only
B
a hoe
word.
and stuff when you don't have sex with
Mo-
them.
No,
most
All
I
right,
do
all
want
women,
right,
women to
all
ask
right,
me
all
that.
Both,
right,
both.
all right, all right. Wait. We got new people who came in. So what we're talking about and what took over the show is Kevin Samuel saying that a person should only date between the hours of 12 and 3. And if a woman dates a man after 5 p.m., then she should be expecting to give up the booty. Let me replay that real quick before we carry on.
If you go out after 5 p.m. with a man, sex should be on the menu.
Oops, hold up.
If you go out after 5 p.m. with a man, sex should be on the menu. If you want to keep it strictly platonic, date between the hours of 12 and 3.
All right, that's the topic that has taken over. Um, Eso about to say some red pill BS. Let's hear it.
Why I gotta be on that? Dang, I wasn't gonna say no red pill BS. I was just gonna say, look,
Turn the camera back on.
nah, I'm saying as far as for like, man, it's not up to us to whether we gonna have
Turn the camera back on.
like women are the ones who are, you know what I mean, going to let us, let us know if we can do that or not. And it doesn't matter if it's a lunch date, a dinner date. You know what I'm saying?
So what do you think about it? Who got water running? Hold up, let me take y'all down because is somebody peeing or what's going on? I think I don't know who was peeing. Um. Okay. Now what happened now? What you think about him saying that you shouldn't go on a date after 5?
No, I'm saying even if you go after on a date before 5, after 5, you know what I'm saying? It's going to be up to the woman. If it's not saying even if it's a lunch date that you're not going to get any buns.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's something called a nooner. You know what I mean? Like during the afternoon, you get some. It's not strictly a nighttime activity. You know what I'm saying? All it takes is her to pull the panties to the side, or you know what I'm saying? It's not like, oh, just because it's after 5, it's dark out. That means, oh, it's time to. It's. I mean, you can have platonic friends at night. Some stuff you can only do at night. Some places only open after 5. Like a lot of
Mhm.
restaurants. You know what I'm saying? They ain't open during the day.
Yeah. So you feel like that statement is what?
I feel like it's false.
What do you feel like a proper time to go on a date is?
That's what I'm saying. It's a it. I get what he's saying as far as for if you wanted to strictly be platonic. Um, it's like certain times of the day where a guy would be like, "Oh, damn, we only had, coffee dates or smoothie dates." More than likely, she's not interested in anything like, you know what I mean, where we going to the hotel or something like that.
Okay. Amur?
More.
Amor? My bad, Amor.
Hey, I just
See,
wanted to ask him.
hold on, wait. See, Marie, I didn't know where that P sound was coming from. I just started clicking people off. My bad. But I also wanted to make room for other people to come up too. But I didn't know where that P sound was coming from. So I just started clicking it off until I didn't hear it no more. But go ahead, Amor.
I just wanted to ask him what he thinks. Like, wait a minute, one minute. Can you hear me?
Did my phone go?
Uh-huh. Go ahead.
Oh.
What does standards come from? If you like a girl, if you like a female, if you want to wind it down her, what does the standards come from? Where you think the stipulations come for? She has to give you what she wants.
Maybe that question is to Wiley. Wiley, what stipulations? Say it again, Amor.
Like, if you want to want to dine a female, what does that mean? Like, what stipulations does she has to have to give you what you want? It's material, it's money, so you can make it up either way. I don't understand that.
But it is what it is. Like women should understand if a man take you out to dinner, take you out to eat, he's paying for everything. He's gonna he's gonna expect something from the deal. You know what I'm saying? Especially in this day and age, and women need to understand it. But most women do. That's why they have a lot of kids. That's why they in food stamps. Getting all this
Wait
stuff.
a minute. Wait a minute.
Most women understand this. But when they get on the
No,
internet, they act like they're holier than thou. Oh, I would never. Why is Kevin Samuels
holier.
like? Come on, most women will even smash. Just give them the blood. So let's not act like this don't exist in this world with women. What Kevin said was saying after 5 o'clock, sex is on the menu. It is, and it is what it is. Y'all don't want to
No,
accept
it
it.
So if y'all
absolutely
paying,
not.
if
Whether
y'all
y'all want to
saying
believe it
that
or
y'all
Wait
not.
a
paying for
minute.
dinner and the women
No,
supposed to sleep with
if
y'all, then y'all need to send pictures and videos of what y'all could do and what y'all offering. Because paying for my food is not gonna be enough for me to drop these panties. I'm
how
gonna
about?
need 10 inches. I'm gonna need something
Oh wow.
crazy, some 12, and you
A
get what I'm
mother
saying?
is
Or you
different from
think
a
that
date.
food is gonna be
It's
How about
enough?
totally different.
going Dutch? What's wrong with going Dutch then?
What'd you say?
So you can't provide for yourself and the person that you think that you might have a relationship or interest in.
what I'm saying is, what's wrong with going Dutch? Like, if you don't want to, if you want to avoid the confusion, then what's wrong with paying for your own meal? And then
Because you a man and you can stand on your own. So if you have interest in a female and you like her, what's wrong with paying for the date and showing interest in her?
If
should
you
you
ask
show
me
interest
out,
also?
if you ask me out, the expectation is you're paying for it.
If I'm paying for, it, I got to get something from the deal. I mean, it is what it
My
is.
But what's
presence
was
is
the
your
deal?
present.
You a
My
whole grown ass
presence
man.
is your
You
present.
pay for yourself.
All right.
So
1 second, y'all. All right, go ahead. Average black man show.
Kevin Samuels is an idiot.
Thank you.
Okay, now if we being 100% honest, y'all are women and y'all can tell me if I'm lying or not. But women know pretty much within the first few minutes of meeting a man if they're gonna have sex with him or not.
no, that's absolutely
There's some
not
truth
true.
to that.
That's
There's some
not
truth
true.
to that.
That's not
They know
true.
that. Most of them
Because
know
you can
that.
fall in
They know
love, you
that.
can get to meet
That,
somebody and
I'm
not
not
like
talking
them.
about.
No,
I'm not
it's not
talking about
true.
getting to know a
No,
man
I
over.
feel like there is
They
some
There's
know
truth.
if
some
they was
truth
getting
to that.
faithful.
There's some truth to that.
If we meet a guy, we could look at him and size him up and down and be like, "Ooh, if he play his cards right, he make a get. He make a get." I'm
Exactly.
not saying that you gonna automatically give it to him, but we know in our mind if we would or if we wouldn't.
Yeah.
Right.
But if you come to a date and he said, okay, you pay for my own and you pay for your own, and he's showing interest to you, that'll throw you off a little bit.
What?
Yeah, say that again.
If if a female shows interest to a guy, so okay, yeah, he can get that, he can get that, but then he come to a date and y'all going on a date, he say, okay, you pay for yours and I pay for mine. Let's go Dutch. That'll throw you off a little bit.
No, that means he can't ask for nothing.
Right.
I mean, he probably can't afford it. We need to now start
Right.
asking about salaries, hourly wages. Like,
Okay.
Wow.
This is y'all contradicting something y'all said earlier. So if going on a coffee date and all of that is cool, then why is it, then that means money isn't an issue? Because
it is if you ask
if
him
it's
for
all of
sex.
no.
It
If it's
is if you have an
if it's
interest
all
in
about
someone.
taking the time to
Who's
get to
dropping their
know a
pennies
person,
for a bum? If we get to know each other, we're not gonna do anything
right,
after that first date.
right. That's
Don't
the whole
contradict
point.
yourself, sir.
No, that's what I'm saying. So if it's about getting to know each other, then it's like, well, if he won't, then that's like you said, it's a telltale. Like if he don't want to pay for dinner, then he shouldn't expect nothing, right?
Well,
For
if he
some
can't pay
conversation,
for
right?
dinner,
I mean, can I
if
get some
he can't,
conversation?
It ain't
if
that
he
he
can't
can't.
pay for dinner,
He
then he
doesn't
can't
want to.
pay. He
You
can't
feel
pay
me?
to pay the same
No.
stuff.
If he's
Now,
paying
if
for
he
dinner,
comes
he's
to you and
showing
says, "Let's
interest
go
in
out,"
you.
I'm trying
So
to go
he's
Dutch.
asking you. He made the first step
No, I'm
in
saying if
the
he asks you
agreed.
out and asks if you want to go Dutch, then you gonna say no? That's what you're saying? Because you're not paying for your own food?
No, I would go.
Did he
I would
ask me
definitely
out or did
go.
I ask him out?
No, I would
I'm
go.
saying if
Put that
he
in
asks you
context. Put
if
that
you
in
want to go
context.
Dutch somewhere, like
Hold up, I want to hear the question.
if he asks you, look, can we go Dutch somewhere? Can we go out? But you pay for yours, I pay for mine, and he lets it be known ahead of time, like up front. Would you still go on that date?
I would go out, but it wouldn't
As
be
a
no date.
friend, yeah.
It
Wait,
would
what
not
was
be a
the
date.
question? What was the question? I didn't hear you.
He's basically saying if a guy asks, hey, why don't you roll with me somewhere? But he's like, but just letting you know, it's just a friendly thing. You take care of you, I take care of me. Then
That's a friend.
Like you
right.
That's
said,
a friend.
friendly.
I'm asking
It's
my
a
buddy
friendly
out.
thing.
Yeah,
That's saying
So
let's hang out.
that
That's
has
not
no
saying let's go on
type
a
of
date.
sexual interest, preference, interest, nothing of that.
right.
All
There ain't
right.
nothing wrong with that.
All right. So I gotta step away for a little bit. I don't trust that y'all gonna behave in my absence. So we're gonna come back when I get back and we'll do a part 2. By then, ladies in the chat, I'm gonna do a part 2, but I want to see more women on camera. So get your hair together, get your face together, so we can have a conversation. We can look at each other and we can have this talk. I'm gonna give y'all about 30 minutes, or give me about 30 minutes. And
Girl,
ladies,
you're looking good. You don't need 30 minutes.
No, I'm not saying me. I got to go do something real quick.
Well, I'm a whole wife. I wind down. So
I'm saying the women, I want to see them. I want to see more women faces on the stream. So I'm gonna give them time to get it together, brush the
Out of their
hair, put in
noses and put
a
their wig on right and all that. Get your eyelashes and all of that.
right. So we gonna
but what if we don't have that?
Yeah. Ain't nobody got time to be doing all that for
We
y'all.
don't have eyelashes.
You like
My
me?
husband is grown. He good. He about to go to
You like
sleep.
me? Just put
So
on a
I
little
don't
smoke and you'll
know.
be all
I want
right.
What else we got?
layers and
I
face
don't
paint.
understand.
Okay, listen, Linda. I'm not saying that you gotta put eyelashes on. I'm just saying get comfortable in your skin enough to turn the
Just
camera on.
just put on your bonnet. You know, just
That
like you
takes a
be in the
lot
grocery stores. Put on
for
your
black
bonnet
women.
and dress
Not
it
the
raggedy when
bonnet.
you go into the
That
store.
takes a
Just
lot for
Not
black
the bonnet.
women.
You
Not the
probably wear
bunny.
bonnets.
Like
You
that's
sound like you
being
wear bonnets.
disrespectful. Bunnies mean we mean business. We going to the store, we getting what we need and leaving. We going to gas station, getting our gas, and we leaving. That's what bunnies mean.
No, I don't wear no bonnet outside. I don't do that.
Right.
I
So
don't either.
all we saying is just be camera ready. I'll be back in about 30 minutes. Be camera ready. Okay. So we can
All right.
have more ladies on the stream. Wiley, get yourself camera ready. Everybody get camera ready and we'll be back. Okay. I'll call y'all back in a second.
I'll call